So we're doing graphic linear equations, which is 3.2. Yeah. Then 3.3, we will graph using the intercept. So 3.2 and 3.3 are short, so I think we could probably finish it today, but let's see how it goes, okay? So is everybody good? Anybody has plans for the weekend? No? Yeah, have plans? Okay, good. So, oh, gotta work? Okay. All right. Anyway, let's share the page. All right, so now sharing desktop. So 3.2 is graphing linear equations. So 3.2, graphing linear equations. All right. Okay, so let's start. What we want to do first is, for example, we want to graph something like later on 3x minus 2y is equal to 6. So basically it has two variables, or we want to graph something like y is equal to 5x minus 2, etc. Or we want to graph something like x equals to 3 or y is equal to 7. So those are all linear equations. So when we say linear, what does it mean? The graph is a line. Yes, so linear, the graph is a line. Yeah. Now, let's see. First of all, let's talk about solutions of equations. Oops. So A, solutions of equations. So determine whether each solution. Okay. Determine that, so determine if 2, 1 and 4, -5 are solutions to y plus 3x is equals to 7. So we just want to know how we determine that this is the solution. What do you think we will do?
Plug in numbers?
Yes, plug in the numbers. You are completely right. So let's see. So answer. All right. 2, 1, we will substitute. So we have 1 plus 3 times 2 is equal to 7. Is it true or false? True, right? So yes, 2, 1 is a solution. And the other one is 4, -5. So what do I do here? So x is 4, y is -5. -5 plus 3 times 4 is equal to 7. Is it true or false? True? Alright, so both 2, 1 and 4, -5 are solutions. Okay, so is it only 2 solutions? No. How many solutions does it have? Infinitely many. Yeah. Now, what other points are solutions? So the next question is, so what other points or other ordered pairs are solutions. So that's the question. What other ordered pairs are solutions? So what would you do? Well, then I could pick some number, 0, and I want to know what the y is. And I could choose maybe 1, and I want to know how do I fill this number? Yeah. So when x is 0, what is y? So y plus 3 times 0 is equals to 7. So y is equal to 7. So here I could fill in when x is 0, y is 7. Right. How about when x is 1? So y plus 3 times 1 is 7. So what is y? 4? Yes. So I could fill in 4. So you see there are infinitely many solutions. So you can just choose the x and solve for y, and there are infinitely many solutions. Yeah. Now let's graph this. So let's graph these solutions. All right. So, all right. So let's graph these solutions. So what is it? 4, negative 5, and there is 0, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 0, 7 is right here. 1, 4 is right here. 2, 1 is right here. And 4, negative 5 is right here. All right. So 4, negative 5. 2, 1. 1, 4. 0. And then what do you have to do? Draw the line. Oh, not that one, right? Okay, what am I supposed to do here? From here. Oh. Okay, let me just draw the line using my hand. No, it doesn't fit. Okay, let me just draw the line using my hand. Okay. All right. So this is a line. And then let's label this line. Y plus 3x is equal to 7. Are we okay so far? Is it easy? Okay. So to draw a line, you have to choose a few points on the graph. Yeah. So 3 points at least. Actually, 2 is enough, but the third one serves as a check. Yeah. So 2 points are enough, but the third one just serves as a check. All right. Wi-Fi. Oh, how come I'm not connected to any Wi-Fi? Okay, good. So now let's graph. Yeah. So B. Yeah, number 2. So B graphing linear equation or linear equation. So I will just say graph, okay, number 1, what is it? 3x minus 2y is equal to 6. So basically what we're going to do is choose 3 points and then graph. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Choose 3 points and then graph. And then the next one is number 2. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. Number 3, 5x plus 2y is equal to 5. All right. So now, what points do we choose? It doesn't matter what point. Later on, you will use intercepts, right? Okay, so let's see. So what you could do is make a table. So x, y. What x do you think you want to choose? 0, what else? 1, and then, yes. Whatever is easier to graph, yeah? So 0, 1, 2. Good. When x is 0, what is y? So 3 times 0 minus 2y is equal to 6. So negative 2y is equal to 6. Y is negative 3. So I'm going to put in negative 3 here. That's my answer. So when x is equal to 1, what is y? Same thing. 3 times 1 minus 2y is 6. So negative 2y is equal to 3. So y is negative 3 over 2. Negative 3 over 2 is what? Negative 1.5, yes. So equal to negative 1.5. So when x is 1, y is negative 1.5. Then you do the same thing. When x is 2, then you'll have 3x, 3 times 2, minus 2y is equal to 6. So 6 minus 2y is equal to 6. So negative 2y is 0. So what is y? 0. So this is 2 comma 0. All right. That's it, right? So you have 3 points? Yes. Yes. No, you don't. No. You could do whatever points you want. Just make sure you can graph it. As long as you're sure you can graph it, then you can choose whatever points you want. Yes. The lines will come out the same. It's just that you're different using different points. Yes. You can choose another number. Yes. If the decimal here, I don't want to use this decimal right here, I could choose the different number. Yeah. Sure. So let me move this a little bit first, and then I have to. Okay. So, and then I'm going to graph. Yes. So you could choose whatever points you want, as long as you could graph. Yeah. Okay. So 0, negative 3. So 0, negative 3 is this one. And then 1, negative 1.5. So negative 1.5 is between negative 1 and negative 2. And then 2, 0. All right. Do you think they form a straight line? Yes. So we just draw the straight line. If they don't, then you have to check your calculation. Yeah, if they don't form a straight line, you have to check your calculation. Because the third one is the checked point. Yeah, so check each one of them. So this is 3x minus 2y is equal to 6. So basically, we could choose any points we want. All right. Okay. Next. Are you okay so far? Can you do number 2 and 3? It's really easy also. Now this is by choosing point, graphing linear equation by plotting points. Okay. So later on there are more ways to graph, which is actually better. Yeah. So this is called by plotting points. Yeah, choosing points, choosing any points. Later on, you'll see a better way of doing it. But this is the first one. So I don't think we have to do too much. Let's do number 2. Let's do number 2. Y is negative 2x plus 4. Y is negative 2x plus 4. All right. So what x do you want to choose? Which one? 0, 1, 2. Okay. Can you choose other x's? Yes. Can you choose the y? Yes. Yeah. So it's whatever x or y you want to choose. So if you choose x, of course you solve for y. So x is 0, 1, 2. So this is y is x is 0, y is 4, right? When x is 1, y is negative 2 times 1 plus 4, which is 2. When x is 2, y is negative 2 times 2 plus 4, which is 0. Yes. So 0, 4, 1, 2, 2, 0. Are we okay so far? Okay. So let's see if they create a straight line. All right. Let me see. So if it doesn't form a straight line, then you probably need to check your calculation. And you probably want to write down the tick marks to be equally spaced, right? All right. So 0, 4 is right here. 1, 2 is right here. 2, 0 is right here. Oh, does it look like that they form a straight line? Yep, so you just draw the straight line. Oh, it should be straight, okay. Maybe use a ruler. It's hard for me to use ruler here. And then we have to label the points and the line. And did you see how I always write the arrow at the end? Why? Yeah, it keeps going. Yes, the line goes on forever. So let's label the line. This is y equals to negative 2x plus 4. Okay? Yes, you will be graphing like this. Good. So what about number 3? Oh, it's not right. Okay, what was the other one? 5x plus 2y. Should we graph that, or you think you know how to do it? We should? Okay, 5x, what was that? 5x plus 2y, or what? Okay, this one might have some fractions, which is fine, right? No, fractions are fine. Yeah. Okay, so x, y. So when x is 0, then you have 2y is equal to, so 0, 1, 2 again? You want to choose 0, 1, 2? Okay? When x is 0, 2y is equal to 5. What is y? 5 over 2, which is 2.5. Yes. So it's harder to draw a fraction, but change it to decimal. It's easier. X equals 1, so this is 2.5. X equals 1, so you have 5 plus 2y is equal to 5. So 2y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. Okay? So x equals 2, you have 5 times 2, so 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2y is equal to 5. Alright, then what? Subtract 10 both sides, so what is 2y equals to? Negative 5, so y is negative 2.5. Yes. Okay. Alright. So let's graph these. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's see. This is 2, 4, negative 2, negative 4. So you should label this maybe. Okay. So where is 0, 2.5? Where is 0, 2.5? So it's x is 0, y is between 2 and 3 in the middle. So this is 0, 2.5. All right. 1, 0. It's right here. Okay. 2, negative 2.5. Negative 2.5 is in the middle of negative 2 and negative 3. So this is 2, negative 2.5. All right. So here it is. Good. All right. So what is this? This is 5x plus 2y is equal to 5. Yes? Okay. Is it easy? Okay. Now we're going to graph 2 special lines. Yeah. So number 4, special lines. So we have 2 special lines. So number 4. So I'd like you to graph, for example, y is equal to 3. And then I also like you to graph x is equal to, just choose a number, negative 2. All right. So these are special. Oh, I'm doing this. All right. Okay, so y is equal to 3. So this is x, this is y. Then what am I supposed to do here? What x can I choose? What does the equation say? Y is equal to 3, so it doesn't say about x, so I need y is equal to 3, right? What about the x? You could choose any x. So what x do you want to choose? 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 4, whatever you want. But it specifically says that y must be equal to 3. Yeah? Okay. So let's see, when we draw this, how does it work? So, and what's so special about it? All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we could write something about it. So 0, 3 is right here. Where is 1, 3? Right here, and then 2, 3. Okay. So what's happening with this one? Yes, this is a horizontal line. Okay, this is horizontal line. All right. Good. Yeah. Questions? Now, how about x equals -2? How do we graph that? So this is x, this is y. Now what am I going to do? The x must be -2. Any restriction on y? No, you could choose y as you like. Right? Okay, so choose y what? 0, 1, 2? 0, 2, 4? It doesn't matter. All right. So this one is xy. Okay, so -2, 0. Where is -2, 0? Right here. Yes. -2, 1 is right here. -2, 2 is right here. So this is gone. So what is this equation? X equals -2. This is a vertical line. All right, so this is -2, 1. This is -2, 2. And then, yeah, okay. So what can you say about these two special lines? So let's make a recap. So if you have special lines, yeah. So if you have y is equal to k, where k is the number, what happens to the line? Then the line is horizontal, and then it passes through what? Passing through 0, k. Yes. 0, k. Now, what about the line x equals h, where h is a number? Yes. Then the line is vertical, passing through not 0, k, but no, h, 0. Yes. H, 0. So this is your x, right? So your x is equal to your h. And this is your y. Your y is equal to your k. Yeah? Okay. So those two are special lines. Are we okay so far? So that's it. That's what we're doing here in this section. We're done. Yay. Is it short? Is it easy? So what do you do when you graph a line? A linear equation. Choose 3 points. Which points? Is whichever one you want. Can you choose x? Yes. Can you choose y? Except when you have special line. Like this, what happens here? Can you choose y here? No. It says specifically what? Y must be equal to 3. It doesn't matter what x is, but y must be equal to 3. How about here? X must be -2. It doesn't matter what y is. Yes? So those two are the special cases, are the ones in which you cannot choose X or Y. You could choose only one of them. Yeah, because one of them is set. You cannot do anything else. And the other ones you have to calculate. See? You could just choose X. Oh, this is 2, -2.5. You could choose X, then you calculate Y, etc. Easy? Okay. Now, I am done with 3.2. So how many solutions does this equation have? So if I have this equation, how many solutions does it have? Infinitely many, which is all the points on the line. Yes. Yes, here. Yes, special line here. Yes. Good. Okay, so we're going to use 3.3. So this is graphing and intercepts. Yeah. So we will use X and Y intercepts, and then graphing horizontal and vertical lines, which we already did. Yes. And then this is short also. So then we have to go on to rates, 3.4. Yeah. Do you think you have to graph in Math Excel? No, it's graph. Some of them are graph. Yeah. You don't have to graph it, just write the points. So on the portfolio, because you're graphing it in Math Excel, right? So on the portfolio, you just tell me the points or the table. Yeah.
You want the table or you want the, like,
whatever you want. Yeah. But as long as you get the values, that's good. Yeah. Or if you want to write, remember how I wrote it here? X equals 0, right? So if you need it, then you have to write it. Okay? Are you done with this page, Lori? Okay, sure. Let me save it. So this is what? This is 3.2? Okay. All right. Graphing linear equations. So next is 3.3. Well, let me open this one first. Oh, let's stop this one. So 3.3. We're done with graphing linear equations. We are doing the intercepts. Oh, how come it doesn't? This should be graphing and intercepts. I don't know why it says graphing linear equations. So 3.3, graphing and intercepts. Okay, so this is the next one. Graphing and intercepts. All right. Graphing and intercepts. 3.3. So 3.3 is graphing and intercepts. Okay, so for example, if I graph, what are intercepts? Yeah, so suppose I have a graph that looks like this. So this is not a line, I guess. Oh, this is supposed to be straight. Or maybe let's just make it a line. Sorry. All right. So this is X. This is Y. Okay. So what is x-intercept? So x-intercept is the intersection of the line of the graph and the x-axis. All right, so that is an x-intercept. So you have two types of intercept. Okay. Okay. So how do you find x-intercept? Right, but how? How is it that you find it? You set, what about the y? The y must be equal to? If it is on the x-axis, it means the y is equal to 0. Yeah? So set y equals to 0, and then find x. So that's how we find x-intercept. So the y is 0, because it's on the x-axis. On the x-axis, the y is 0. Okay. What is a y-intercept? So y-intercept is the intersection, what do you think, of the graph and, of course, and the y-axis. Okay, so how do you do it? Set x equals to 0 and then find y. Solve for y. Okay, so that's how you find x-intercept. Y-intercept, sorry. You set x equals 0 and then solve for y. Yeah? Okay, so for this graph, which one is the x-intercept? -2, right? So notice that the y is 0. And what about the y-intercept? So 0, 2. So this is the y is, the x is 0. Yeah. So this is 0, 2. This is -2, 0. All right. Good. So how do I graph using intercepts? Well, you set x equals 0, solve for y. You set y equals 0, solve for x. Right? Okay, so that's how we graph using intercepts. So what we want to do now is graph using intercepts. So basically, to do that, we're going to do this. So x, y, set x equals to 0. We want to solve for y. Set y equals to 0. We want to solve for x. That's what you want to do, basically. You want to fill this out, right? This value out. So what do you want to graph using intercepts? So let's just say y is equal to -3x plus 5. All right. So, and I want to graph it using the intercepts. So I have to fill this out. So when x is 0, what is y? 5? Yes. So 5. 0, 5. So that's my first point. Now, when y is 0, so 0 is -3x plus 5. So what is this? -5 is -3x. So x is 5 over 3. What is 5 over 3? Approximately 1.67. Okay. Yes.
Sorry, so x is equal to 0, so you're trying to find y.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So that's technically what you just made. You just didn't write it out in words. You just drew like the error.
When x equals 0, this becomes 0, right? So you sort of close this. So when x equals to 0, this is 0. 0 plus 5 is 5, yes.
for X, can we do it like separately? Like, R is equal to 0, just put it in and Y is equal to 5.
Right.
But then for X, can we just set it 3X plus 5 is equal to 0?
Can for X, oh, okay. Now, the goal is to graph using intercepts, right? So this is what we're doing. So when you use intercept, you set X equals 0, solve for Y. Okay, and then when X, and then the other one is when X equals 0, or Y equals 0, and then you solve for X. So I just substitute here. What I did was replace Y by 0, and then solve. Well, you say you substitute Y equals 0. That's why. Because your Y value is 0, that's why we replace Y by 0. Does that answer your question? So what I'm saying is, instead of before, what did we do when you graph this? You're choosing X equals 0, X equals 1, X equals 2, right? But here, we're going to graph using the intercepts. So this is a different way of graphing. So how do you graph using the intercepts? Well, you have to set X equals 0, solve for Y, and set Y equals 0, solve for X. That's how you find the intercepts. Yeah? I substitute, I replace, so this is Y equals to negative 3X plus 5. And then when Y is 0, I just put right as 0 to replace Y.
Y equals negative 3X plus 5. Where did you get that from?
Oh, this is the problem that I want you to graph.
Oh, so we're going to get the problem.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
So, yeah. So this is, I want you to graph Y equals negative 3X plus 5 using the intercepts. That's what I meant. So no, it's not like, oh, this is the numbers and this is the equation. No. I'm saying this is your equation, find the intercepts and graph it. That's it. Yes? Okay, so that's what I said. This one, find the intercept and graph. Okay. So is it clear what we're doing or no? You're lost? No? Okay. 1.67. Okay. So we will use these 2 points to graph. So when we use intercepts, 2 points are enough. The third point you can use, but it's just for checking. Yeah. All right. So where should I graph it, here or the next page? Maybe here? Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, I have 5. 0.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 1.67. So it's like 1 2/3. And then 2, 4, 2, 4. So 0.5 is this one. That's the y-intercept. Where is 1.67? Between 1 and 2, closer to 2. Yes, so this is 1.67, 0. Okay, so, all right. So this is y equals to negative 3x plus 5. So we're using the intercept 0.5 and 1.67, 0. Okay, are we okay so far? Okay, can we do a few more? So this is number 1. So maybe I should write down find the intercepts and then graph, right? So maybe I should write down the, or I could write graph using intercepts. So are you listening? Okay, is this pretty easy? Yeah, it is, right? Okay. Wait. Done? Okay, so So graph using intercepts. So graph a few more. All right, so number 2. So that was number 1. 4x plus y is equal to 8. So number 3, y is equal to 2x minus 5. Oh, did I do 2x minus 5 before? Oh. Okay. Can you guys try it really quick? So find the intercepts and then graph. Yeah. Okay, guys, work on it. Don't take too long. And then we will talk about rate, which is slope. So these are very short. And then we will spend a little bit more time on slope, which is rate, and slope-intercept form, point-slope form, parallel, perpendicular. Yeah. Lori and Humberto, are you guys done? Yes. Yeah. So did everybody get back their everything? I returned everything, right? Except for your test. Your portfolio I returned, right? Okay. I think I'm going to give you back your test on Monday. Josue, I think did well. Pretty good. I don't remember because I only graded some. I didn't grade all. I think you did okay also. At least 80 something. But I can't remember exactly. So, Angela did very well. Did you feel you did very well on the test? Did you do well? Did you feel you did very well on the test? Oh no? So it wasn't you who did well? Because there's one that is doing really well, but I can't remember who. I see. Like 99. That's what I mean. Okay. I can't remember who, but I graded some, maybe 10 of them, so not all. So if I ask you, if you ask me who, I don't remember. And what? What did you say? Not yet, because I have to put them on the roster and everything. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, you guys are on Thursday mood, huh? Friday mood? Okay. So x, y. Okay, so x, how do I graph using intercepts? I have to set equals to 0, solve for y, and then set y equals to 0, solve for x. Now actually, look at this. If I have my equations in one side, it's really easy. Okay, guys, pay attention. So look at this. If x and y are on one side of the equation, it's really easy. I don't even have to write anything. When x equals 0, what happened here? Yeah, so y is equal to, okay, that's it. Now, when y equals 0, what happens here? And so 4x is equal to 8, so what is x? Okay, see? If you have these two on one side, then it's easy, simple. Yeah, and then you know how to graph these, don't you? So we don't have to graph, do we? No? Okay. Now, number 3. So if we want to graph using intercept, we have to make this table first. Okay, so this is x, this is y. What? How do I graph using intercepts? Set x equals 0, solve for y. Set y equals 0, solve for x. Yeah? Now, when x is 0, what happened here? This one? Cancel. So y is -5. All right. Now, when y is 0, well, this is where you have to write down, right? So when y is 0, what happens? 0 is equal to 2x minus 5. So 2x is equal to 5. Yeah, x is 2.5. Yes. Easy? Okay. So do we need to graph it or not? Really? So we're done? Yes. You don't have to graph it on the portfolio. So you just write down the points or the tables or whatever. Yeah. So you graph it in Math Excel, and they have a palette. So it's like this palette. You have to choose. Look at my palette here. So yeah. So here, then you have to choose the first point, and then you have to choose the second point, and then you graph like that in Math Excel. Maybe they don't have the arrows. That's it. Yeah. But where you get the zeros from? Where does the zeros come from? When you're talking about intercepts, remember what intercepts mean? Where the lines meet the x-axis or the y-axis. Now look at this. Okay. Why do I need to use zeros? Because if it's in the y-axis, what happens to x? X is equal to 0. That's why you're using this 0. Now, what about it's in x-axis? What happens to y? Y is 0. So that's why when we say graph using intercepts, find the intercepts, we set x equals 0, solve for y. We also set y equals 0, solve for x.
So it's usually always going to be like that, right? They're always going to be x equals 0 in the first one, and then y equals 0 in the second one.
Yes. So when you set x equals 0, you have y intercept. When you set y equals 0, you have x intercept. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
What I was asking before, when I asked about when you do the arrows and stuff, I was asking if you could do like the y intercept should be in the x intercept and do it like 2 separate equations. Can you do it like that?
Y intercept, and can you show me what you mean by that? 2 separate equations? Oh yeah. Let me see. We have 2 separate equations. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah. So it's just more organized, right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you write this in 2 separate columns. That's it, right? Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, is this pretty easy? Okay. All right. So I don't have to graph these, right? Okay. Cool. Let me see what else is in the graph using intercepts. I think that's it. Yes, and then the slopes is applications. If I give you a graph, can you tell me the intercepts or not? Well, you just read, right, the coordinates?
Well, like, all right, so let's say it's the decimal, right? You want us to put the coordinates like in the pair of the coordinates?
Yeah, it's in decimal. Yeah. Okay. Now, done with 3.3. So now let's save this first before we move on. What did you say? Oh, but you know how to do it, don't you? You are confused? Hold on. So basically, when you're using intercept, you're just setting. Maybe we should just graph it, right? Oh, okay? Then yeah, I asked you if you need me to graph it, and then you said no. Oh, I see. Okay. Let me erase this first. All right. Okay. Then yeah, if it's like that, then you tell me, because I thought the graphing part was easy as long as you know the points. But if it's not, then you tell me. Oh, this doesn't need art, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Like it has to be curly and curly. Oh, really? Like this curly bracket is difficult? What, I mean, what's difficult about it? I don't know, yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that, yeah. So this is 0, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? There was? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, it means it's not up to scale. Yes. So for example, okay. So for example, you mean like this? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna open the homework. Okay, after this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let me finish this, and then we'll look at the homework. If you think it's difficult, then we do it. Yeah. So, do you remember which one?
I remember the number, but I can't remember.
I know. So, I mean, if you next time if it happens, you tell me exactly which one, then we can open that. Because otherwise, I have to flip it on the questions, right? Does anybody remember? Okay. So anyway, this is how you do it. So first of all, is it clear that we have to set x equals 0 and solve for y, and then y equals 0, then solve for x? So who set x equals 0 and y equals 0? We. We do. We do. Brian does. Yes. Yes. So why do you want to set x equals 0 and y equals 0? Because you want to find the intercept. That's how you find the intercept. Right. So the first one is 0, 8. Where is 0, 8? Esmeralda? Where is 0, 8? Yeah, so x 0, y is 8. That's right. So 0, 8. And then the other one is 2, 0. So x is 2, y is 0. So this is your line. Okay. So let's write down the line. This is 4x plus y equals to 8. Can I graph it by choosing x equals 0, x equals 1, x equals 2, x equals 3? Yes, you can. This is just a different way of graphing. Yes. Good question. Why do we put 0 where? Here? Yes. Because you're trying to find the intercepts. Okay? Look at these. Why do I put 0 on x here? Because you want to find the x-intercept. Well, when x is 0, you want to find the y-intercept. Look at these. All the points here on the y-axis, what is the x-coordinate? So, for example, if I ask you this point, okay, this point, what is the coordinate of this point? What is the coordinate of this point? No, it is, what is the ordered pair that represents this? 0, 1. You know that, right? What about at this point? What about this, Vanessa? 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5. So if you want to find the intersection between the graph and the y-axis, then the x-coordinate must be 0. That's why you're putting a 0 here. Because otherwise, it's not going to be in y-axis. If I put a 1 here, do you think this will be on your y-axis? No. So this is not a y-intercept. To be a y-intercept, the x-coordinate must be 0. To be x-intercept, the y-coordinate must be 0.
So the intercept is going
to either the graph touches either the x-axis or the y-axis. Right. Yeah, the axis. Oh, I didn't write that in the beginning. I thought I did. So here, I wrote here. X-intercept is the intersection of the graph and the x-axis. And then the y-intercept, oh, that's probably why you guys are asking. Okay, so x-intercept is the intersection of the graph and the x-axis. And the y-intercept is the intersection of the graph and the y-axis. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought I wrote it. So. Oh, okay. So look at these. Okay. So if I have this graph, which one intersects the y-axis? This one. So this is called the y-intercept. So which point intersect with the x-axis? This one. So this is called the x-intercept. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know it wasn't clear. Yeah. Is it okay now? Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. All right. So it's the intersection between the graph and the y-axis. So let's just finish this, okay? And then we call it a day. It's 10:05. Yeah. Okay, let's finish this, okay? Do you know why I put x equals 0 and y equals 0? Now you do? Okay, because this is both in y-axis, this is in x-axis. Yes. Oh, cool. I didn't know it wasn't clear. See, I'm glad you asked. And you know what? You should ask because some other people might have the same questions. So I'm glad you asked, right? Okay. Good. Let's finish this and then we're done. Okay. So 0, -5 is down here. So label this. Why does it need to be 0? Is that your question before? Now let me ask you the question. Why does this have to be 0? Because that's on the y-axis. Because if it's not 0, it's not on the y-axis. Okay. Now how do I graph 2.5, 0? So 2.5 is in between 2 and 3. So 2.5 is where? Right here in the middle. This is 2.5, 0. All right. So this is it. All right. So this is y equals to 2x minus 5. Okay? All right. Now, what homeworks do you on Sunday? 3.2 and 3.3. Do I have any quiz? No? Online? Okay. No, okay. All right then. So Monday I will give you back your test, okay? All right. Okay guys, see you later. Thank you. See you. All right.